Hey, what's going on, everybody? I go by the name of Eman Music from Real and Uncomfortable. I'm here with my co-host, Ctez.
Yes, sir.
Rayven.
Hey, y'all. All right, listen, y'all, I'm trying to put you on game. There's this new seltzer out there. So if you're trying to relax and feel a high without the hassle of smoking, make sure you stay tuned in to what we got to say.
We found it. We have it for you. It's legally highest, the world's first THC seltzer.
For sure. I mean, with only 5 calories and 15 calories, they got 2 different flavors. You got mango, you got lime. So if you got a little sweet tooth, definitely tap into the lime.
Definitely feeling that mango.
You know, if you're around the kids and you want to drink something discreet, this is the perfect refreshing drink. Sip it, nobody knows what's going on. You can enjoy a little high, you know what I mean?
Listen, you know what I heard?
Uh-huh.
You can get high in 20 minutes,
That's
right?
quick
I
as
think
hell.
their slogan is like, get high in the blink of an eye. You know how fast I blink?
But you do have to be 21 or older to enjoy. So drink responsibly.
If you want to try some, definitely check out the website, legallyhighest.com, and make sure you use the code POLY20. Okay, you get a discount. Let's make it happen.
So remember, guys, if you're trying to spice up your chill time, feel a little buzz, make sure you drink Legally Highest THC Seltzer and tune in to Real and Uncomfortable.
Stay elevated, everyone.
Stay elevated.
It's about to get real uncomfortable. Yeah, real and uncomfortable. It's about to get real uncomfortable. Yeah, real and uncomfortable.
Hey, yo, welcome back. We're here with Real and Uncomfortable. It's your boy Ctez, and of course, I got the lovely Rayvens and Eman Music.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know that was a lot of energy, but I'm just
We
excited to
back.
see
It's been a minute.
It's been a
minute.
while.
It's been a minute. It's been a while. G-Lo's over there, man, in the cameras. You know
As
that.
always,
You know
yes,
that.
Sir. Yes, sir.
You know, trying to provoke arguments, although it's not really that hard to do when you have crazy opinions to the right of me.
You just missed, he just said some wild shit. Some wild
What I
shit.
said, I will stand on, because right now, the way that music is,
He about to say
there's
it.
a lot of decent music. Decent. And sometimes I think we blend character and songs before we judge. And I think that one case in particular is Doja Cat. I think from the jump, she has always sought after attention in the wrong ways, at least in my opinion. But fuck it, she's successful, so it's gotten her something. But I think in the realm of hip hop, her actual lyrical prowess and the songs that she makes is completely different than the way that she is perceived online. And sometimes for good reason. I know she did some weird shit in chat rooms.
Super weird.
I know that she does some
Super
weird shit
weird.
in photo shoots.
She didn't
I know
shave
she
her
does some
eyebrows.
weird shit on live streams. I know she does some weird. Where does she not do weird shit?
But that's what I'm saying.
But I feel like you're missing the part where
Okay.
you said that she was
She's the
the
best.
best female rapper.
Out right
you
now,
over here
Kurt?
trying to give a little
Have you
like.
heard her new album?
I haven't.
Go listen to her new album and tell me that when the face of female rap right now.
No,
is
see, I think
Stop it.
Hold on,
No.
that's what the problem is. You
What?
trying to compare her to Sexy Red and Cardi B and Sukiana? No.
Okay, what about
So
Lola Brooke?
who is
Lola
it?
Brooke?
Lola Brooke.
Bro, I would
Lola
still,
Brooke
I would
is
still-
bodying.
I will
She's
say-
running circles around
Nah,
everybody
I will
nowadays.
say Lola Brooke comes out with good songs. Doja
No,
Cat
it's music.
Doja Cat one. I think she outsells Lola Brooke right now.
We not talking about sales. That's the
Now we
problem.
not.
No.
So what metric makes her makes her
Music.
better?
Music.
So then listen to her music.
Doja Cat is trending.
It's-
But Lola Brooke makes
Bro,
music.
Lola Brooke.
I'm so
give,
serious.
give Lola 5 years because
Bro,
Doja been in the game for a while.
Now you're talking about theoretical things, and I'm not. And believe me, this is not to take away from Lola Brooke. I think
Oh,
Lola
she's
Brooke is
nice.
fire. I do think she's fire, and I do think if anybody is to save female rap in a consistent basis, it's probably Lola Brooke.
That's it.
However, right now, you're gonna
Doja
tell me
Cat.
who's running female rap, right? And then you say names like Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B.
No.
You say Sexy Red and Sukiana. You say those as the most relevant names, but you're gonna leave off Doja Cat, who wraps circles around all of them?
No.
Bugging.
No.
You bugging. You bugging. Circles,
That's like-
octagons,
that's like-
hectagons,
look,
triangles, rectangles. She raps them all.
Who's popping as a rapper right now?
Those are the names.
No, I'm saying male rapper.
No rappers.
Who's popping? No, I'm saying who's
I
popular.
mean, you know, you always
who's
have
popular?
Drake, you have Moneybag Yo.
Moneybag Yo, right?
Lil Durk, yeah.
Lil Durk. That's like saying they're better than Kendrick and J. Cole. No, just because people are not talking about Kendrick and J. Cole right now doesn't mean that they're better.
No.
Like,
I think,
you know what I'm saying?
No, I would say the opposite is like saying that, you know, Cole and them is better than a lot of people, but because it doesn't reflect in their sales or their position on charts, like it hasn't in many other years. It really hasn't. Drake outsells most of them, but you won't.
Drake is nice.
But you want to tell me that Cole is not a better lyricist than Drake? You're
Drake-
going to tell me
no.
that Kendrick's not a better lyricist than Drake?
But there's metrics. So Cole and Kendrick are better lyricists than Drake, but Drake is a better artist.
So Doja Cat is a better lyricist.
Hell no.
Than yes, a better lyricist.
She's just trending.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
not-
That bitch is weird. She a cow.
We're gonna have
She
to
said
post
it.
some back to back to get the
She
people to
is
discuss
weird.
it.
I'm not saying she's not weird, but I'm saying that
Give us one song that we could go back and listen
I
to
can't
that we could
even
put
think of a
side by
song.
side with a Lola Brooks song and we could compare. Give me
all
one
right,
song.
all right, okay. I'm gonna get back to you. I'm gonna get back to you.
Listen, I prefer Ice Spice over Doja Cat.
And they look, man. In terms of even trendy rap, Doja Cat has a foot in that too. Because you might have the Ice Spice songs, you might have bongos, but I bet you, and every guy can attest to this if y'all seen it, that your Instagram reels is going crazy with that Juicy Juicy song. That's Doja Cat.
I don't even know what song he's talking about.
She got that juicy juice.
Oh, that
Yeah,
one.
All right.
But no, but to me,
Hold
that's
that
not.
one.
That's the
Hold that
TikTok
one.
song
Hold that
though.
one.
That's the TikTok song.
Okay,
Right.
and that's what runs female rap right now. That's why
That
it's
makes
so
her
powerful.
run circles.
No, but
No,
that's
the best
what I'm
artist.
saying.
That's not what makes her run circles. You asked for an example in terms of
Listen, that was
Ice
the
Spice.
example
Any
that you
Lola
wanted
Brooks song
then.
is- any
Okay.
Lola Brooks
Don't
song
play
is
with it,
better
don't
than-
play with it, don't play with it.
All right,
like,
give me a second. All right,
come
give me a second.
on.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna get back to y'all.
right.
But for
All right.
right now, I will stand on it that Doja Cat is a better lyricist
Then Lola
most-
Brooke.
I would say, okay, look, I think so.
All right.
I'm saying
we
that.
gonna
I think
do
so.
a little.
I think
what's
so.
that called?
I think so.
We gonna do a poll.
A poll.
Who's better, Doja Cat
Doja's just a popularity contest. But if y'all have listened to Doja Cat's album, go listen. And I don't want to plug Doja Cat, but fuck it. If y'all want to listen to it, go listen to it, and you will see that she raps circles around a lot of these artists, including Lola Brooke. Lola Brooke just may need some more time.
Listen, I can't even respect your
is-
opinion
She
no
may
more.
need some more time.
Is Doja Cat better than Remy Ma?
Ooh.
I mean, okay, so are we disregarding
Here we-
metrics?
here we
Because
go.
if we talking metrics, a lot of people are better than Remy Ma.
Whoa.
Speaking of Remy Ma,
Whoa.
see how we did there? Yeah, I'm gonna slide off of that topic.
Threw you the little alley-oop. Let's
Right.
go. Let's go.
Give me a little alley-oop. One thing that Remy Ma may be good at in these days,
It's what?
I mean, doing like what your national pastime of doing men filthy, right?
Listen, I can't relate.
You can't relate.
I can't relate.
Yeah, you a good one. You just advocate for the bad ones. So go ahead, defend Remy Ma.
Defend her. I don't
defend
even
her.
know what Remy Ma did.
Well,
First of all,
you really don't.
huh?
You really
don't.
What did she do?
Oh, Tez,
man.
please,
Oh,
please,
man.
please
Oh,
do the
man.
honors.
So,
please. Oh,
in,
my
in
God.
the realm of rap, there have been many examples of love, particularly black love.
Mm-hmm.
One of those examples that has transcended and withstood the test of time was the loyalty of the noble Papoose. That man stayed 10 tones down for that woman despite her going behind bars, and a love story that they even got married. Beyond that, he held her down when she came out, never really needed to outshine her, was always there to support her. And it seems like, at least the rumors are saying...
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Keyword.
Allegedly.
Keyword.
Here comes the defense.
Keyword.
Allegedly, she's getting a little bit cozier than she should be with one of her assistants throughout her new battle rap career. I don't know what the guy's name is. I'm gonna
Easy
probably
to block some.
Easy to
block
captain.
captain.
The block captain.
Yeah.
The block captain?
Yeah.
It's kind of like your nickname, Slick.
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 Play
So
with me.
go ahead, man. Please. How do you do a man like Papoose dirty?
Swear,
I
hold
mean-
on. But let's paint the picture.
Okay,
You
paint
go
that
to
shit.
jail, right?
Yeah.
You go to jail, right? And your man holds you down for 6.5 years, 7 years. Holds you down as in like he doesn't go to nobody else. He comes and visits you every day for the first year. That's expensive.
For the first year. What about the
Because
other?
it gets expensive. It gets expensive.
Okay.
But he comes and visits you. He puts money on your books. I don't know the whole details, but he's there. He supports you mentally, emotionally, all of that. For 7 years. You come out and you cheat on him.
Can we confirm that she cheated though? Didn't she go to jail for him, or I'm making that up?
No, she didn't go to jail for him.
Damn,
she went
she
to
trying to-
yeah.
All
We're
right,
trying to change his
all
story.
right,
here.
all right.
Thing to
She ain't go to jail.
Goddamn, almost put a jail
I think
time on him.
she might have
That's
punched.
I tried to just sprinkle that in there a
That's
little bit.
crazy.
She went to jail over something else.
That
Yeah,
would
it
have
had
been the
nothing to do
real
with him.
Right.
It had nothing to do with him. But 7 years he holds you down. How can you cheat on a man that how?
I mean,
You have kids together. You're married.
at the end of the day, right? If I went to jail, I'm not gonna expect somebody to
Hold it
be
down.
there when I come out. You know,
Okay, so now that you got that,
that's choices,
he's
and we
there.
can't confirm if he actually did or not. So I mean, that
If he held it down?
I'm saying if he cheated or not, he could have messed with a plethora of women. She had no,
oh my
you know,
God.
no
Now
say
we're going
so
into
whether or not.
hypotheticals. The story that we know is that he didn't. He was loyal.
Right.
She said he was loyal.
To your
He said-
knowledge.
but no, she
Look
said he
at
was
her
loyal.
just
He said
trying
he
to
was
change it
loyal.
up. That's good.
Like
That's
that. That
good.
was the whole thing.
Loyalty comes in different forms.
Yo,
Oh
everybody
my
take
Okay.
notes. Take
There's
notes of the
no
Loyalty-
accountability.
Loyal to you is different
Where's
from
the
loyalty to
accountability?
me.
Where's the
I
accountability?
think she's wrong.
Okay.
We'll start there. Sorry, let me clarify.
Yeah,
There we
that
go.
should have been the
But
first.
That
Let me
should have been the
clarify.
first word. She's over here. Well, did she go to jail?
No,
man?
but I
Did
thought-
he?
I
What
thought
if he
she
was
went-
doing this behind?
I thought
Crazy.
she went to jail for him. Remy Ma is wrong. Okay,
Okay.
I wouldn't do anything like that. You know,
There you go.
me being loyal and all.
Right.
But we don't have the full picture. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? They were just seen together during their battle rap, and this supposedly happened like
It was
mean,
over the
a
summer.
while,
It was
a
over the
while
summer.
ago. So at the end of the day, if he forgave her, you know, then
Nah, he definitely didn't because he didn't show up to the battle. He punched
Damn.
the dude in the face.
he
knocked
did
him
punch
out.
I did see
Like,
him
yeah,
punch somebody in
so-
the face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know,
Question. So, in the event that your significant other, your partner, shows signs of infidelity, you get your proof. You know who it is.
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you confront that man, that lady?
Listen.
What do you do? Do you do, or does the heat remain with your partner? What happens? Because I've always been the type to believe myself. I would kind of just, put the heat on my partner because it's like, yo, you did me wrong. They didn't betray me.
times change.
I think it depends on who the person is.
Okay.
If the person is somebody close who knows you guys are together, who's been around you guys, who's been around your family, and there's that relationship,
Right.
then I gotta address both people.
Both
But if it's
people.
somebody I don't know,
Okay.
that I've never met, there's no point in going out my way. Like we gonna keep it straight in house and deal with that.
Listen, and you have to wait until you have exact proof. Like I'm coming not just for screenshots, but like recorded
Ain't no
conversations.
hell
I was
no.
like, what
Case.
know why? Because
Hell
like
no.
people
Keep it
would
in the case.
people would lie. You could show them a picture. Oh, no, that's AI technology or some shit like that. That
That's
wasn't me.
crazy.
That's fake news.
Yeah.
Like
No.
That's
You don't
right.
have to have.
I would wait like a good 2 months and gather all the information I need before I
Okay.
confront the
Now,
yeah.
that kind of brings me to another question, right? And this maybe you ladies in the comments can address this too, because I've always been told that, before women confront you, if she asks you a question, she already knows the
Oh,
answer.
100%.
Right? So now in that case, right, say you do the whole 2-month thing, you kind of collect your information, your data. Within that 2 months, do you keep a poker face? Like, do you keep it going like
That's
shit is
too
normal,
much.
like shit is regular?
Like I feel like it will be a battle. Like you know what I mean? There's sometimes like
Uh-huh.
if they say some stuff like, oh, I'm about to go to the game or something like
Yeah,
that.
you know
Damn
some-
well they're not going to the game. Then it's like I have fun. Like
Okay.
you'll feel that like.
Uh-huh.
Did she just say have fun? Like and then they'll walk off and think
Yeah.
about it, but you'll never know it's coming.
Hell,
I'ma keep the poker
hell
face.
No. I
I'ma
don't have
keep it.
time
You
for
could keep a
that.
poker
bro.
face?
Hell no.
No?
Hell no.
You
Because
just
I don't
right
have
now.
time to play these games. Like if you moving funny, we gonna address it. What's the issue?
But it's not I feel like with women, you're gonna get an upfront answer when you address a situation.
After the gymnastics
But listen, like with men, y'all will lie yourself to the grave. So if I don't have,
I'm not built like that.
a 98 or 99.9% that what I'm saying is fact, y'all will lie that 1%
I don't think.
out of my proof.
No,
So
I'm sorry.
that's why women wait.
So all right. So my question is, what do you consider cheating? Like what would be a deal breaker for you?
I feel like a deal breaker for me is anything that you don't want me doing.
Mm.
Like a deal breaker for me, I feel like if you're entertaining somebody to the point where they feel like you're single,
Mm-hmm.
if you are engaging with somebody knowing that you have like a sexual or intimate attraction to them, and you're in a relationship with me, if I like check in with you, I'm like, hey, are we good? And you know for sure that you're having the fear of missing out with your homeboys, like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Then to me, that's cheating. Like, I'm not like that. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. Like, we in the club. Like,
know
no,
what?
I don't want your drink. I'm
I
sorry,
got
sir.
a word
Thank
for
you.
that. That's called access. If
Yeah.
you're giving people access to you or making yourself seem available, I think that's a definitive way to say cheating.
Now,
I will
is that breakup worthy?
well, it
Like
depends.
if your man is on vacation with his homeboys, right, and he ended up at a bar and he's dancing with a chick and he gets her number, and they just have a friendly conversation. Nothing happened. They just danced.
that's like a yellow
So,
flag.
like, listen, the dancing, all right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
The number, that's where the problem is. Because why did that conversation have to continue after
person
you
was
guys?
cool.
Yeah, fuck
The
that.
person
Nah,
was
fuck
cool.
that. I'm cool.
I'm cool.
I'm cool.
the
I'm
cool
cool.
person you
I'm
need to
cool
know.
as shit. The fuck? I feel like you exchanging that number is like, you know what? This moment was so great. I would love to continue this. And what are you continuing it for? It makes no sense. At that point, it's cheating. All right, bet. Next time I go out, you get a number. You get a number.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's
that's what
that's-
you're doing within the 2 months of research.
Of research? No.
No,
Because-
at that point we passed the research.
No. Once I get the research, I had to remain loyal until I showed the proof, because then y'all like to do the whoop-de-doop, like,
Well,
and we're not
I've
doing
never
that.
done the whoop-de-doop.
You never done the whoop-de-doop?
I don't know what that is.
You know what it is.
I don't.
You know what it is.
Yo, when I tell you I don't have the energy for like games. I don't.
Yeah.
I've never been. Yeah, no.
Listen, everybody plays games.
Well-
I'm just trying to be the number one player, okay?
Jesus.
Call of Duty number
I
one.
mean, I can understand your perspective when all of these couples are kind of falling apart that we kind of thought would do.
It's a lot of couples breaking up nowadays. Mm-hmm. Who else is on that list?
Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor,
I love
apparently.
But
Tiana
that- but
Taylor.
See, that one,
That's a tricky one because from what
Yeah.
I'm hearing, like they had already split, and now people are trying to come up with like.
But
You know what I mean?
And also, just saying that they've already split, all that means is that we're talking about tea that might have been old versus
Right.
new tea.
It's like every
My bad.
episode.
Is that wifey?
Yeah, hold on.
See, now you gotta close the whole laptop.
We gotta close the whole
Damn.
laptop. Yeah, because people gonna call back.
Dang,
sure.
see whoever's watching, collect your data, okay? Take a screenshot.
Nah, I mean, we'll talk later. We'll chat later. But yeah, so it just means that we're talking about tea that is already old. Doesn't mean that it's not worthy to talk about, because at the end of the day, you determined that it wasn't good to keep that relationship together, right? See, I'm getting blown up.
Yeah, wifey is blowing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
No, but with that situation, because Tiana kind of addressed it, she said that they're co-parenting nicely, and I think that's all that matters. Like, as long as
You know what
they
happened?
figure
I
out something that
commend-
works for them.
I heard, again, everything is alleged.
Allegedly.
Oh, now
Everything
it's alleged.
is-
It has to be. It has to be
It
legally.
has to be. We don't know. I mean, look, for all we know, none of these people were ever dating in the first place.
Right.
Who knows? But allegedly, there were rumors of infidelity on, I believe it was Iman's part. And, Tiana didn't have the best time dealing with it. May have caused her some emotional distress, as it should, reasonably so, if that is the case. So they decided that it was probably better for them to just, go their separate ways and just keep it going for the kids, which is a beautiful thing. I always like, co-parenting should be the goal.
I love how y'all try to bash Remy Ma, but now when this dude cheating, it's alleged.
Oh,
and
no.
It's a beautiful thing.
It was alleged for Remy, too. It's alleged for Remy, too. But Iman's, for what we know, didn't involve somebody getting punched in the face during a rap battle. So,
All right.
It
got
also didn't involve Iman waiting or somebody waiting for 7 years while you locked up.
Yeesh.
Like that's a big. If she really cheated on
it would be
what's his name,
devastating for a lot of us.
I'm not gonna lie. I lose faith in a lot of y'all women, man.
Listen, not all of us are like that, though.
No, but I
Listen.
feel like a lot of women are like
Preach
that.
what women here for. It's the
I feel
choir
like a lot of women are stuck in this mode of let me put my emotions before anything else. So if I'm in a relationship for 10 years and I get to a point where emotionally I feel like this ain't it, I'm gonna start looking somewhere else.
I feel like it's backwards. I feel like women are taking the emotion out of relationships. Like, let me explain. Like, because I feel like the way that we love, we can be in a relationship forever. Like, despite what happens. I know women who stayed through like cheating after having a kid, like all of that. Can you fix your face? I can't talk with your face
I'm
looking
trying
like
to
this.
see where she's
Listen,
going.
right?
I'm
waiting for
No,
it too.
listen.
I'm not. Okay,
I'm waiting for it
But
too.
listen, so like emotionally, we will stay forever. We love hard. But then at a point, you have to decide, like, okay, do I love myself more or do I love this person more, especially when you're being disrespected? Once that love is lost, everything is fair game. Like, you're getting treated how I treat a stranger on the street because I have to love myself more. So I think women taking the emotion out of relationships because they realize that relationships are failing because men sometimes just, entertain you to have access to you instead of.
Is this really how women see it?
Listen, I can't listen.
because no,
I can't speak up for all women. I'm just
no,
saying.
because
like,
what she's saying, I think that's how women see it. But in reality, it's more so the other way. It's like you're so focused on how you feel emotionally that you neglect everything else.
Yeah.
You neglect the fact that you're married, that you got kids, that you have obligations. It's like, well, but I don't feel.
I'll take it a step further. I'll take it a
that-
step further though, because the one remaining truth is that it goes off of feeling, even to look beyond the red flags that you see.
Right.
So those ladies who, you're right, they will stay in situations that are toxic, that are not beneficial, that are harmful to themselves, because they love that person, right? But once, like you said, that love is lost, then they move or do you filthy. Problem is
The wrong
like,
emotion.
Yeah, that and the time in which that love can be lost isn't always as dramatic or justified as it once was. Like, you may have the lady who's experiencing some type of abuse and she holds on because she loves dude. But you may find the same lady who feels like, the love is gone because he's not worthy of it anymore because she makes more than him now.
I think y'all pushing it.
Look, man, I'm just saying that love, you're right. It is an emotional thing. And determining whether or not you stay, I feel like I don't think that a woman can lose her love for you and stay in the relationship. Where I do feel like a man can kind of fall out of love and stay in the situation for the utility of the marriage, the situation, and the family. Even if he's not feeling it or feeling the love himself, and he feels that you may have fallen out of love with him, he will stay and continue to be dutiful to you. Whereas the moment a woman feels like, nah, this ain't
Emotionally,
it.
I'm
First
not
of all,
feeling it.
Emotionally, I'm gone.
I feel like that's how you guys look at it because you guys don't see, I want to say, like, her waving that flag, like, help, SOS. Like, a lot of time, like, when women will say something to you, like, oh, we're not spending enough time, we're not doing this, you guys kind of bypass it. Like, you're being dramatic, you're being emotional. Like, this situation is happening, you're not the only person in the world. Like, she like, all right, cool. But, like, next time she says it, if she keeps repeating herself, eventually when she realizes, like, you can't give me what I need, then that's when that, retraction comes. She's kind of like, all right, let me fall back. You're teaching her how to become a whole new woman and how to respond to you. You're no longer a safe space. Once she realizes that, she may go seek it somewhere else. I'm not saying that that's valid, but at that point, like you said, like, a woman will stay in a relationship knowing that she fell out of love to seek change. But once she realizes that change isn't coming, she's out. It's over.
I don't disagree with you at all. I think that that's 100% right. And I do think when you ignore those things as a man, you teach her how to live without you. I do think that's right. However, I also feel like, that emotional space is determined to be taken up by the lady and not necessarily be looking at the man of like how he's feeling either. And that's why you get those moments where a guy can feel like the situation may be a little loveless, but he has to stick in it. He has to stay in it. But once the woman feels like it's loveless, it's like, I gotta wash my hands of it
Listen.
because I can't exist in this space as it stands.
That's why, like, one thing that I tell my significant other is, like, if we had a kid before we got married, I could not marry him because I know that men stay in relationships because of obligation sometimes, or that pride, like, to be a man. So I never want, somebody
be
to
the
be
only
the
reason.
reason
Yeah.
why it's like, all right, let me do this now because
You want him to genuinely be in love with
Yeah.
you. I do think that people oftentimes lose sight of the idea of making your partner fall in love with you every day that you can, right? Always doing those things, going those extra miles. I just feel like because we've made it such a normalcy to seek it elsewhere that you're seeing the fall and failing of these relationships all the time. You know, whether it's men and, you know, we seek the physical validation elsewhere. And yeah, I know every guy says, you know, we can go get it, come back, mean nothing. And that's true, because we just might need a fix and we're here, we're back in it. But that still stands to be true. When women cheat, they just may not see it as the same infidelity, because you may be looking for companionship, conversation, company with your, you know, your hobbies.
My eye roll.
Look, man, you said it yourself. Okay, say your man doesn't want to watch movies with you at all, right? Hates watching movies with you. You pick. He says your selection is terrible. Maybe he never has time for you. You're able to find somebody else to watch movies. Hopefully, it's just one of your homegirls. But in the event that it's not, would you really register that as cheating?
But I feel like that's the thing that you guys don't realize, is that a lot of women like lose themselves in relationships by trying to
make it all about their
yeah. And I feel like, you know, men, you guys kind of like control, like, you know, like master puppets of how the relationship goes. You know, women wait for you to take the lead. I know we talked about this, so hold off.
I'm just, you know,
hold off.
You said it.
But
You can't be in control, but you gotta take the lead.
Yeah.
But you can't be too masculine, but you can't be too feminine.
I should have waited.
Like it's
waited.
never ending.
It's not even that it's never ending though. What I'm saying is, you made me lose my train of thought. My gosh.
Like men determine the pace of the relationship.
Yeah. So like, if you guys like basketball, okay, now your girl is going. Let me find out who this player is.
She tries to build the
Yeah.
world.
Like we are always like, okay, this is a big part of his life. Let me make sure that he's good in this part of life. Let me make sure that I have knowledge on this stuff. So when we spend time together, you see it as valuable. Men don't do that for females. Y'all don't give a fuck about what we do.
What's going on, everybody? I go by the name E-Man Music.
Ctez.
Ray-Bans.
Yes. And we got a tasty treat for y'all today. Righteous Felon beef jerky. I mean, they got a whole bunch of flavors. I'm not gonna lie, these flavors are as bold as the conversations that we be having on Real and Uncomfortable.
Facts.
That's for sure. And with flavors, with the Korean-inspired Soul Survivor, I see what you guys did there. We got the OG Hickory, and then we have Marilyn Monroe with the Chesapeake crab-inspired flavors.
All right, but that's not all. And let me pull up my phone to make sure I have this information right. So every bite of Righteous Felon jerky supports the Conservation Alliance, helping to preserve epic national parks. So we're talking about jerky with a purpose, okay?
All right, hold on. I gotta open up one of these real quick. Let me dabble into the habanero. That's the habanero.
Oh, of course he picks the spiciest joint.
Of course.
Escobar.
No, because I tasted the Soul Survivor. It was hitting pretty good. So let me.
Yeah, I can smell it from here.
Bro.
There we go.
I didn't try the habanero.
Listen,
God
I've never
damn.
seen G-Lo run that fast before.
Wow.
Right.
No, this is hitting. Okay, this is a little spicy. I like this. I was looking at the back too. A nice little source of protein. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you want to get yourself some, make sure you check out righteousfelon.com and use the promo code POLY15.
Save that money.
Treat yourselves and treat the parks, and make sure you tune in to Real and Uncomfortable.
I've watched
That's
many
cap.
a chick flicks. I've watched trash television
You feel
for
me?
ladies. I know
Are
way
you
more
mentioning
about
watching
love and
TV
hip-hop.
doesn't take effort?
And watching a basketball game does?
But I'm saying there's other things. Like if you're, let's say you run track. Now the bitch is buying Nikes. She never wear Nike. She wear red bottoms. But she just like, you know what? Let me go run with this dude.
Look, I don't look. If you go out of your way for your man like that, I commend you. That's great.
I don't think we
think
need that
that's-
as
yeah,
men.
I don't
though.
think
Like,
that's anything we
it's
really-
a plus, but I don't need my shorty to know anything about music.
Right.
That's my world.
I have a lot of hobbies that just like
That
I'm
we
a
can
nerd,
both do,
and you don't have to be a nerd for me to really fuck with you. Is it nice if you learn some shit? Cool, yeah, great. But maybe watch a Marvel movie with me. You don't gotta buy Incredible Hulk posters and
Right.
shit.
I didn't think it was that deep, but
She buying Nikes now. She trading in her red bottoms for some Nikes.
it's the quality time.
All right,
If that's
all
where you
right.
spend majority of your time, then I feel like women seek to find a way to I'm not saying like you can't have your own things, obviously, like do you, but
Right.
if majority of your conversations are about it, if majority of your time is spent doing this and she doesn't have any idea what it is, she's just listening going, like it's gonna get dry.
I'm gonna keep it a bit. I feel like those are like high school relationships. I feel like when you get to a point where like you're really in a serious space, I feel like the conversations about building each other
Yeah.
up are more important than what do you like to do, what movie do you like to watch.
Becomes about
Yo,
progress.
what are we trying? How are we gonna make this money? Are we trying to build an empire? Are we trying to get into real estate? Okay, cool. Let's do some research on those conversations that help build both of us. Those are the conversations that really matter.
Yeah, that's different stages of relationship,
Right.
though.
Yeah,
like
yes. It is.
That's
real
the
life.
goal.
That's real
That's
deal.
the
Like,
goal.
That's the goal,
That's
though,
the goal.
right? So if you're dating and you're not vetting those skills and those character traits in your partner, really, one, what are you doing? I mean, I guess you're having fun.
That's a waste of
but,
time.
But it is a waste of time. And I do think that once you establish that that person wants the best for you, then I think you can feel comfortable with doing those things. Problem is that you got to keep that consistent, right? Like, it can't be so transactional that you feel like you were shortchanged here, so you can't do this. You need to make an effort to understand how people give and receive love. Because just because you like to give love a certain way doesn't mean that they like to receive love a certain way.
That is like the realest thing I've ever heard you
Facts.
say. Like, we're
Facts.
agreeing for like the first time.
Man, listen, I get painted on here like a villain all the time. Like
Doja Cat.
Tez don't believe in
I'm
relationships.
gonna go back and tweet
Tez
that
don't
line.
Right,
believe in
Doja
love.
Cat.
Look at Vegas by Doja Cat if y'all really want to fucking hear something where she's
You
actually
lost
going
all
off.
credibility.
She's going off. She's going off. I'm just saying, like, this is from, bro. All right, listen. We're not gonna just dwell on my musical
listen.
taste. Either way, I feel like one thing can be said is if you have a nice relationship, don't base it on what celebrities are doing because it's a constant change. And even right now, and I know this will change, it has its ebbs and flows, it feels like all of the relationships that we may have once had faith in are falling apart, while ones that are arguably far more toxic and probably should have ended a long time ago, setting poor examples, are the ones that are thriving. I mean, you have, what is it, Blueface? And,
Oh my gosh.
and
Krayshawn Jr.?
Yeah, Krayshawn. And then, mind you, she says she's changing the
That is
baby's
so
name
funny.
based on the father's involvement. And somebody pointed out, like, this is yet another moment where, you know, somebody who's misguided is making a knee-jerk decision just based on emotions and how they feel about the father.
Well, listen, I don't know too much. I watched her through like a few
I know
series.
like
So,
almost nothing about
but
them
what I
first.
can say though, from what I've seen, Blueface is just as toxic. Like
Oh,
that. Yeah,
absolutely.
So I
can
don't
see that,
really
yeah.
blame her because the thing is, like with her, which is very scary for me, because I'll talk about it later. But like, I feel like she loves that man more than anything on this earth. So she really wants him to be involved.
Yeah.
But it's under the condition that we're together.
Yeah.
If he's not with her,
She's
I
starting
don't
to blow up the whole situation.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how that would be, but that's
I mean, and for what it's worth, currently, at least from what I've seen, their entire situation, not just them as individuals, but their environment is toxic.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking, I remember throughout the news spectrum, believe me, I'm not checking on these folks. Please stop sharing that shit, please, because I can't avoid it at this point. But he got into a fist fight with, like, the father,
dad.
but then they showed the footage that the father stepped to him first, then the family jumped on.
You know, the
like,
father snuck him first, then he's like, I'm gonna get
and
him
it's
back. Yeah.
Like, I understand, like, there's probably more to it than what we saw. There's
1000%.
always is. But for you to be in a constant state of news cycle based off drama is really scary. I mean, there's other couples that find a way to pop up that are, I would say, just as toxic. And honestly, I feel so bad because
I already know who you about to say.
Ooh.
I don't know why this woman does it all the time. But no matter what day, month, year it is, she finds a reason to profess her love for the one that got away, Tupac.
Oh, that's not who I was thinking about, but damn.
I wasn't even. That's how. Oh.
Didn't she do that on
Oh,
Will's
my-
birthday too?
On
was-
his
it was-
birthday!
Oh my gosh.
On
yo.
his birthday!
Yo, that's like somebody. That's like one woman
that's
that I
evil.
can't.
That's evil.
That's
bro,
bad.
Like,
That's evil.
oh my gosh. At this point, I really hope that that's just like something that they do. Maybe it's an inside
So
joke.
for
at
the
this
That's-
point.
there's- that's not a
for the-
joke.
for the people that don't know, like what exactly happened?
Okay. Y'all know Will Smith.
Yeah.
You know Jada Pinkett. Couple that, you want that real love, that Jada and that Will love. I don't
You
know.
want that?
I thought I did. Like growing up,
did too.
I thought I
wanted
did. You
it
know what I'm
too.
saying? Like, yeah, but no. Now that I'm seeing
Right.
what's really going on, that's
And
She's toxic.
We should probably be careful because that man threw away his whole Oscar night to defend her. And she's still sharing videos with herself and Tupac. Mind you, I don't know if it was weren't they rapping the
They were
words?
rapping Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince?
Yo.
Like, this is the most creative but diabolical type of...
I'm not gonna lie, I have like a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Right? I feel like Will cheated on her, and she made it a mission
To
that I'm
hurt
going
him.
to violate you.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
seems like it's
relentless.
ongoing. Like she's not
Yeah.
stopping.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he cheated once, and he's like, "Baby, I'm sorry. What can I do?" Just sit back, and take what I'm about to give you.
Yeah.
Because she's going out of hand.
Yeah, if that's the case, then I support it.
What? Jesus.
What?
Huh?
That's toxic. That is toxic behavior. Just let the man go
Listen.
at that point. Like,
No,
let the man go.
Because you know what? I feel like men cheat without any punishment or any accountability. It's just like, oh, I'm sorry, and you expect for the same energy to be,
All right, look.
given to you after. Like, no, like
Cheating's wrong.
No.
Cheating is cheating. Infidelity is not good. Right. Cool. But
See how you just skipped over it?
yes,
You know?
because you have to understand that it's built differently, even from the way in which men and women seek partnership in the first place. Right.
Here we go. All right.
I'm just saying, like, you can't put it apples to apples. Is it still betrayal? And should you be hurt by the deception behind it? Absolutely. But cheating for a man does not rock the relationship and his feelings for you the same way that it's an indictment of a woman and her feelings towards her man.
Right.
If she cheats on her man, that means that the dude she cheated with is superior to her in some way. And women being hypergamous means that if she could, she would be with that man. And as strong as her feelings are and whatever the household is, she would have thrown away her entire shit to be with him. Whereas a guy can be like,
I don't agree with
She
anything
that-
that you
I'ma
just
just
said.
touch that.
It's back to feelings.
Yeah.
It's about how he makes you feel.
I hate
If he
the-
can make you feel better than your man,
Yes,
then
that's it.
Like Papoose situation.
right.
That dude, I'm sure he ain't got as much money as
You know,
Papoose.
I was looking
I'm
it
sure
up. They look alike.
They have a
That's-
similar.
They-
he's
they
like,
look
She got a
You
type.
know-
If this is real, she got a
That's
type.
crazy.
You know when you go to CVS and you got the real brand, and then you got the,
CVS brand.
he's like the off-brand Papoose.
Oh, man.
But my thing is, it goes back to feelings and emotions, which are very dangerous, because women rely so much on that, and feelings and emotions go up and down. As men, we don't rely on feelings and emotions to make
those
decisions.
decisions,
We take that into consideration.
Don't get me wrong. You can be
Listen, okay.
stimulated
Yeah,
and
yeah.
be like, oh,
I mean, she made me feel
yeah,
good.
that was nice.
But there's a lot more that goes into
Well, you
it.
guys don't think.
No, we
you,
do
you
think.
just do.
No, we do
That
think.
shit was an accident. How was an accident? So do y'all believe in accidents?
No, I don't,
Accidents in terms of cheating?
I don't believe in accidents.
I don't.
in
No,
terms of
that's
cheating,
an
no.
excuse that
I think that's a dumb excuse.
What's the word?
I will say
That
this.
folks who I wouldn't call men, that little boys give.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? Oh, it was an act. No, it wasn't.
It-
like if it happened, you knew what was going
You
on.
knew what was going
You just
on.
didn't think that your girl would find out.
Yeah.
Or you didn't think that it was that big of a deal, but you knew what was going on. You
Right.
know what I mean? But
Yeah, again,
bro.
I just feel like, because of the way that even women can perceive intimacy in regards to their relationship, they're willing to give themselves and give access to that to a guy when their entire, your way of dating is basically a filtering mechanism. Guys throw themselves at you constantly. Hey, DMs, flowers, drinks, can I dance with you? This, that, or the third. And your job is to be like, not you.
Right.
Not you.
Right.
You're too short. I don't like your hat.
Heavy on the short. Listen, be careful with the house out there, ladies, because a man take off his hat, he a whole different dude.
Sheesh.
damn, son.
Well,
I think he's trying to get at you right now.
I think so.
Nah.
Please no photos. But yeah, so my point is that because of that, when you make a conscious decision to let a man through that filter that you built up so strongly to create a relationship around, that betrayal is different. It's like at a level of who your man is, not just what you're getting in the moment. Whereas a man is like, that's nice. Her ass is fat. and maybe I'm bored at home.
But like, you don't think of it as a value. Like, listen, like the way I look at it, if a woman cheats based off of your theory, right?
Okay.
She's getting a lot more value out of cheating than a man.
Okay, I hate this already. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna
No,
let you
like,
finish. Because
no.
right
No, she
there-
is. She's
right,
getting
right.
a companion,
No, 'cause
a
then-
listener, a lover, everything that she's missing. Whereas
That's-
a man cheats, you're just getting ass.
No,
But
she
that's
might
really
not be
it, though.
missing
But-
that though.
but-
She might just be feeling like
Look at
she
the
might
risk.
Getting it in the
feel
moment,
like
yes.
that is better for the moment.
I don't like the way you say feel.
Because
Like,
you
I don't like it.
Yo, feelings and emotions,
Feelings.
man.
Feelings and emotions are
Oh
important.
my- Yes,
And maybe that's
but
the
they're
problem.
But
Not,
you
but
should
they're not
never
everything.
make permanent decisions
Right.
off of temporary
feelings.
emotions.
That's
never.
the whole thing.
So what is it when you're attracted to a female? What is that called? When
not
you
a
say, "Oh,
permanent
she
decision.
got
I
ass,"
didn't propose to
let me
her.
cheat. That's not a
I
feeling.
didn't propose to her, nor am I thinking of leaving my girlfriend.
You didn't feel your dick get hard. That's a feeling.
Look, that's not the same.
Shut
But
up.
we're talking.
I feel good. She was stupid. Look, I'm just saying that when a woman cheats and she makes that decision, all the things you just listed are all reasons to leave your man,
Okay.
right? Versus a man is like, all right, I'm just go get some ass. I got.
Yo,
I
y'all
got
thinking
food
is
at home.
backwards.
It's still
I got this
wrong.
at
It's
home.
still
Backwards.
wrong.
I'm not
It's
saying
still
it's
wrong.
right. I'm not saying it's right.
Next topic.
I'm not.
Because y'all about
I'm
to
not
piss me
saying
off.
it's right. Look, at the end of the day, again, whatever your theory is about these relationships and how they've ended, I actually kind of I'm interested in hearing your perspectives, or maybe a lesson in what you learned and why your relationship ended. Because what we're saying is a lot of people who may have got cheated on, right? There's a lot of people may have felt neglected. I'm not hearing a lot of introspection. Right? Like you saying, and even this, let me defend you too, because you brought up a good point. You said that maybe when she cheats, she gets a companion, she gets like love, she gets a listener, she gets all those things, right? So maybe as men, we look at it and we see, maybe I didn't do something in that moment. But just in the same breath, if a man's one reason to go cheat is to go get ass, sounds kind of...
But I feel like I'll be extremely offended because I feel like you risk our whole relationship for something visual that you had no intentions on ever continuing. It was
the way
just
to
like,
look
you know
at it.
what? Like, it's like, I
That's
need
a
this
solid
for
way
a
to look at
moment.
it.
Let me run off
But
base real
what's
quick and then
crazy?
run back on base.
I
Like,
saw a video. I don't know if it was Japan. It was somewhere in Asia.
Oh, yeah. I think it's
Where
Japan.
the women were like,
Yeah,
they were asking them like, would you be mad if your man just went? And,
oh, I
you know
see.
what I mean?
Listen,
Right.
this is a man. I don't give a fuck.
No, but you see what I'm saying?
If your man just went, got some ass somewhere, came back, like he still treated you as if you were number one.
Absolutely,
all of that.
buy you
He just
flowers
needed to
after
de-stress, decompress, get it off his chest, and all
And
of that,
off it, yeah.
and come back.
Yeah. How would you feel? Is that cheating?
Everything that he's giving you, nothing changes. He still treats you the same.
That's cheating.
No.
Culturally,
it is.
culturally to them, it's not
not.
cheating.
Can I do it too?
But that's not the same.
No. I'm asking though. Can I do it too?
Would you want to do it?
Well, that's the other
Listen,
thing.
potato, right?
It's not. 'cause
Nah,
no, look,
your
one thing
answers
I
for
say-
everything is tit for
look,
tat.
Once again,
You
once
like
again,
it, I love it.
Once again,
No.
because I feel like that's petty.
It
Once
is,
again,
'cause it is petty.
I'm not
It's
I'm
not.
not condoning
It's
cheating at all.
it's totally
Cheating
petty.
is wrong. Cheating is wrong on every level.
Look.
But
I feel-
I just feel like men and women are built differently.
Yes.
Not anymore.
See,
Not
that's
anymore.
that petty.
That is
No,
what it is.
it's not petty.
I'm telling you.
It's
You,
petty.
you guys
Ray.
changed.
There's no way.
The world of
that-
dating.
No.
No, we did.
There's,
We
there's
did.
no
You
way.
did.
There's no way
Yeah.
that you will cheat on your man and not feel that constantly.
So
There's no way.
So you guys can cheat and not feel guilty.
I'm not saying.
I'm trying to figure out what you are
never,
saying.
But I've never cheated.
Neither nor have I.
But
Look, here's where you
I'ma
guys are
plead
trying.
the fifth.
Okay.
Here's where you guys
Thanks.
are trying to go.
I know.
Thanks.
Because y'all hit a stalemate of okay, look, when it comes to a situation like that, right? I do believe that even the way we think about sex in relationships is, for men, it is territorial and possessive, but that's also because we had to earn our spot, right? We needed to earn that place in your life. That whole filter mechanism, we were just the nigga who made it. We were the nigga who proved ourselves. We were the nigga who stayed 10 toes down for you, like Papoose. We were the nigga who made sure that you were good and made you feel those feelings. We earned it, right? And I will say that there's probably a little bit of betrayal because of the the territorial side of it for you as well. That's your man. You feel like that is just for you. But I also feel like in America, it seems like there's a little bit more power built into it than it is in those other places. Maybe, I don't know their entire dating dynamic, but you have to be pretty secure in your entire relationship to feel as if somebody just going to have sex bears no consequence on the relationship. You have to feel pretty sure and certain and knowing that your power and your trust in this relationship and your place in this relationship is beyond sex. Now, I will say in America, we lead very much sex first. Check it on any Instagram account, any Twitter. A lot of ladies flaunt that first. And for what it's worth, we're visual creatures as men. We are. But I do
You guys do it too.
But here's my thing.
I be seeing little boxer
That's true.
pictures.
I put on my gray sweats when I need to. But here's my thing: is when you have you pose a question, you were like, men don't. Is it men that just want sex out of relationships? What else do they want? We can tell you what we want, but we always get swatted down when it comes to it. We can talk about the emotional space that we want, and we being sassy, right? Yes, I got that from somewhere. We'll put a video somewhere about that. But we can also talk about the domestic support, the in-life support, and we can make sure that we're getting that from you. But if we ask for that, it may be, boy, I'm not your mama. It may be, can't you do it yourself? It may be all of those things that we don't get. So the only thing that's guaranteed in the relationship is sex. No wonder you feel like it's a.
I feel like you're dating the wrong women. Maybe you should try.
Now
I just want to establish that men and women are different. This whole thing of women acting like they could go out there and let a dude smash and come back and be the same. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
I'm coming from the perspective of having conversations with women who have done it, right?
You don't get your lick
every
back.
single one of them, you don't.
I know people who get their lick back.
No, that's what they want you to believe, but I promise you, those girls are miserable.
You may feel like you did.
Yeah.
You may feel like you did. But if
you feel dirty after.
Look, and even if
Not
they be feeling dirty. And I'm like,
look, even if the feelings you felt were true, that this nigga hates you or whatever else, then why would he care that you gave the box to somebody else if he truly hated? You're actually banking on the fact that he still loves you and that your relationship is still salvageable.
Crazy.
Listen, I feel like...
And then and you're going to use that to try to get your comeuppance.
Y'all some narcissists. Like...
What?
My goodness, it's
now
not
you're just
even...
throwing out vocab words.
No, it's not. It's just...
Spell narcissist.
What's the definition of a narcissist? What's the definition?
I just feel like you guys manipulate. You have that characteristic where you're able to be like, oh, this is actually this. It's like the gaslighting. Like,
No.
I feel like 9 times out of 10, they're not really concerned about you anymore. Like, women have changed. Y'all taught them that our true love in this generation does not exist anymore.
They haven't changed.
Nah.
There's a certain narrative that's being pushed. They haven't changed. My whole thing is, from my perspective, right? It's almost like you're expecting a queen to behave like the peasants. Mm-hmm. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do women who are up here trying to behave like guys who are down here?
But the
good
thing
women
is,
are too close to the hoes.
Do you guys treat good women like good women? And that's what I'm saying. I can tell that you do.
So okay, wow. See the sneak this.
I can tell that you
First
do.
off, as if you're good,
he values somebody like Doja Cat.
No.
Like,
wow. Look, man. If a good woman will show she's a good woman, I feel like if a good woman shows she's a good woman to a good man, then y'all have a good thing. And it's that simple. I think that y'all made too many mistakes giving your good woman energy to bad niggas. And then y'all want good niggas to pay for
Let's
it.
end it on that, because that's a no. That's
all right, y'all can have it.
That's a no.
Good niggas unite. Okay.
Well,
that's a no.
As you can see, this gonna be a slugfest and gonna continue to be a slugfest because she don't want to hear nothing. But
I want to hear the truth.
This has been real and uncomfortable. It's your boy Ctez
Rayven.
E-Man Music.
We gonna come back and we're not gonna make the break so long next time.
I ain't looking for no handouts to say no. Always stack high. It's about to get real uncomfortable.